What's going on, guys? BB Games here, and today I wanted to discuss Burntrap and his design specifically. I wanted to kind of break it down a bit because, there's some details that I know everybody's pointed out, like how different he is from Trap, but there's a few things that I don't really see pointed out a whole lot that I think are really interesting and could have some kind of lore implications. Maybe, I don't know for sure. However, let's just get into it. Getting started, you can see Burntrap's suit is interesting because it seems to be more of a Springtrap type design more than Trap. You can see it has about the same head shape, the nose is about the same. It has his right ear is still there. However, Trap's is gone. The withering, although, is very different in many different areas, so this is probably a new suit. However, it does highly resemble his Springtrap or Spring Bonnie suit from FNAF 3, so that's interesting. I'm not going to include really anything for Trap here because he has almost no design aspects, and it's kind of sad, just kind of sad. Now I want to take a look at their endoskeletons because they are very different but also very similar. As you can see, Burntrap's torso, like his endoskeleton torso, is the same Springlock torso that you would see on Springtrap, which is interesting because in FNAF 6, Trap did not have the endoskeleton at all. He had some wires, but that wasn't that ribcage type endoskeleton thing that the Springtrap has. That was not there, so the fact that he has that back is interesting. He could have had it in like canon and stuff. Scott just didn't want to show anything, but it's interesting that he has that torso back. The arms, specifically his right arm, does kind of resemble Springtrap's right arm, but other than that, that's about all. His fingers, of course, resemble Nightmare Freddy's and everybody else's fingers in FNAF 4. So, if I'm being honest, I see Burntrap as kind of the Nightmare Springtrap, if we ever got one. But it's just interesting how he has aspects from Springtrap, but also the Nightmares. And also, one thing I want to point out is Burntrap has these weird little bone fingers that appear to come from Nightmare Balloon Boy and FNAF Help Wanted. Like, if you look at his right hand, you can see he has the little weird bony fingers that I think are supposed to be bones, so that could be a little tie into Trap. I don't know though, he has a very interesting design, and I just wanted to talk about it because it's really weird in a lot of ways. I'm not sure why they, did this with him. Like, why just make Springtrap but withered, even more withered? The skull looks amazing. I like the skull. It does look a little funky in certain ways, but overall it's pretty good. If they had just done something different, don't make him just Springtrap with less suit. If they did like broken down pieces of like Glamrock Bonnie, that would have been super cool, and I would have loved to see that personally. And a lot of people have made concepts and stuff for that too, so I know it's a pretty popular idea in the FNAF fan base. So if they had just done that, I think it would have been more well received. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. Thank you all for watching, and also leave your opinions on Burntrap down below, because he's a very interesting character in my opinion. He's just weird in a lot of ways. But yeah, I have to go to work now, so I will see you all later.